What is up, fight fans? You were locked into the Silly Gilly Geese MMA show. Today, we're going to be talking about two cards. Obviously, we have Allen versus Costa UFC Fight Night. It should be a pretty good one. But I mean, we got to talk about the three the three main events for MVP promotions or whatever they're calling it, the co-mains, whatever. But yeah, we're starting off with Francis Ngannou and Felipe Leans. Now, what are your thoughts on this fight?
Oh, both guys have making their first MMA fight since 2024. Francis has been doing his thing in boxing lately. I mean, had a really close fight with Tyson Fury, and that I thought that he should have won. And then the loss, bad KO loss to Anthony Joshua.
Mm-hmm.
But um I feel like this is a huge bounce back fight for Francis, get him back in the MMA realm, and I think that this MVP promotion is going to be pretty big for him to get back on the right track. And I think they gave him a favorable opponent. Lenz was a light heavyweight during his time in the UFC, and I mean he had a 4-fight win streak to end his career in 2024, but he has been KO'd 4 times, and going up to heavyweight to fight Francis Ngannou, I got Ngannou by KO here.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't see this fight going any other way besides Francis uh just knocking out Lanes. Francis, one of the best. I mean, one of the best heavyweights we've ever seen, and he
Mhm.
literally has the power of literally like getting hit by a car. Like that's what his punch is
Yeah.
compared to. But yeah, I mean, it's a 5 rounder. Um, but yeah, give me Francis. He's like the heaviest favorite I've seen in a while. So um, and then going into our next fight, we have Nate Diaz and Mike Perry. This could be interesting. No?
This is the most exciting fight on the card to me. I feel like, this could definitely be the main event. Rousey making her last MMA fight, though, gets the nod, and, I mean, Ronda was such a huge pivotal point in I mean, both these ladies, both are huge pivotal points in women MMA history, uh, but, going back to the Diaz fight, oh, man, I am super excited. Mike Perry has been doing his thing in bare knuckle boxing, and he's the king of violence. So, I mean, he's a pretty heavy favorite here. Both guys haven't fought since Nate hasn't fought since 2022, the Tony Ferguson fight in MMA, and Mike Perry hasn't had an MMA fight since 2021. But I think that Perry's game, he's been focusing mostly on the boxing and the stand-up. I think Nate is a good dog here. I feel like he can definitely pull off a sub. He's great on the ground. I feel like he's gonna try to take the fight there. So I really like Nate Diaz by sub.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there. Nate Diaz is like one of, I mean, he's got that street jitsu or whatever you call it. But he's got good hands. He can box. I mean, obviously he's 41 years old,
Granite
but
chin.
yeah, yes. Um, yeah, I mean, he's 41 years old, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been like being very healthy lately. Like he's been training a lot, obviously, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, but Mike Perry, dude, he's been doing bare knuckle, and I mean, it's just I think it's different. Like his chin, I mean, his chin either might be gone, but I like Nate Diaz in this fight. I think he's just better all around, and I think if this fight goes to the ground, then I think it's just all Diaz. But yeah, I like Nate Diaz in this one. But yeah, going into the main event of the evening, we have, we have Rousey versus Carano. Ronda Rousey, um, one of the honestly one of the biggest UFC stars that we have ever seen. She literally
Yep.
changed, like, she changed the sport. Her and Conor McGregor were right there. Like, they were two of the most famous. Honestly, at the time, they could have been
Very.
probably one of the most famous athletes in the world. I mean, but
Yeah.
yeah. Carano also off a big layoff, and I don't know. I. What are your thoughts, Noah?
Yeah, both ladies off huge layoffs. Gina Carano hasn't fought since 2009, which is insane. Uh, 16-year layoff, and Rousey's last UFC fight was 2016 when she got knocked out by Amanda Nunes. But yeah, I think this is they just they gave. I mean, both are prominent names, like big names in MMA, but I think they kind of gave Ronda like a nice fight for her to like a good send off for her to get the job done. I would love to see Gina beat Ronda, but I can't see it happening. I think Ronda takes her to the ground and gets a nice easy sub
Yeah, I would love
armbar
for
probably.
I would love for Carano to win this fight. Um, but I think this is I think they gave Ronda a fight she could win on purpose, just for her legacy, I guess, if you want to say. But I mean, I gotta give it to Ronda. I just think that she probably still got it, like her judo. I mean, and I don't know. I just think that she's just overall better, and yeah, I mean, we'll see how that fight
Yeah,
goes.
it's
But
it's a lot of old heads on that card, and like, but I'm more excited to see what they can do in the future and what they can like put on, because they're sending the house with a lot of money to get these fighters on there, and they're paying them very well. I feel like they can get a lot of talent there in the future. So I'm excited to see what the future events hold. I'm not super excited for this one. I'm like I said, I'm most excited about that Nate Diaz and Mike Perry fight.
yeah, yeah. Um, I think that if I think Netflix could give these fighters a lot of money, and who knows, maybe they'll even get some UFC fighters. But like when you think about it, UFC is the best of the best, and
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many fighters would decide to go to a, I guess lower
Yeah,
promotion.
UFC is a legacy. If MVP is more like chasing the bag. If you want to chase the legacy, you stay in the UFC.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, I could see MVP getting like bigger than, Bellator PFL just because they I think they could pay a lot of money and get a lot more, like older fighters or, some good talent. Just because the money that Netflix has. It's stupid how much money Netflix
Yeah,
has.
and Jake Paul
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Jake Paul
So
running it.
I think that MVP could get a lot of views just from getting, significant names. And
Especially with especially with Netflix just being in like everyone's household
yeah,
nowadays.
like everybody has Netflix, and I think, and then when I think about it, like that was huge for the UFC to get Paramount Plus because so many people have Paramount Plus too. So yeah, that's gonna be very interesting to see what they do after this first MVP card. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how that card goes, but we got to stick with the UFC. I mean, that's just
Let's get into the let's get into this UFC card for Saturday.
yeah. Um, I mean, it should be a pretty decent card. I'm excited. I'm excited for the main event. I think it's gonna be very interesting.
Yeah,
And Arnold
the
is
main event's a really good one.
yeah. There's some fights in there that are scattered that could be very good. But
I think
starting
it's
off
just
the night,
honestly it's kind of a shit show card.
yeah. I mean,
But
there's a few fights in there, but I don't know. But to start off the night, women's strawweight, we got Shauna Bannon and Nicole Cagliari. Cagliari. Noah, what are your thoughts on this fight?
Yeah, Shauna Bannon, 7-2, 2-2 in the UFC. She's was on a two fight win streak before she got subbed in her last fight, which was her first finish time she's ever been finishing in her career. Nicole Chiari, 0-2 in the UFC, but she has had some tough losses. Carly Judas and the Kate,
Or
which was a
Nesta
split decision, and that's
however you say it.
Nesta Karakite. Yeah, it's a tough last name to pronounce. But that was a split decision. Which she's a very tough girl to handle. I feel like if I had to go someone here, I feel like Nicole Cagliari is gonna get her first UFC dub. I I could see this being a really close fight, but Shauna Bannon really hasn't she hasn't looked great in the UFC. I mean, Nicole Cagliari hasn't either, but I feel like this is a nice spot for her to get her first dub. So give me Cagliari by decision.
Yeah, I'm actually also with you on that pick. I have Cagliari by decision. I mean, she is a pretty solid grappler. She has like a few submission wins on her belt. But I think I mean, this could be a sneaky good fight. Um, but yeah, I really like Cagliari just by decision. I think it could be close. It could definitely be split, but
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see when we cross that path. Next fight, we have a flyweight bout: Daniel Barez and Louis Gurule. Noah, thoughts here?
Yeah, both guys off to pretty rough starts to their UFC career as well. The Paris 1-2, sub twice in his career so far to start his UFC career. Gurale 0-3, but I feel like that 0-3, he's got really tough losses on there.
Mm-hmm.
Odie Osborne, Jesus Aguilar, Alden Correa. Those are really tough guys to beat. He had a really good contender series win over Nick Piccinini, who was an All American at Oklahoma State for wrestling. That was a very hot prospect on the rise. Uh, Bariste, he's got 10 finishes on his career, 6 of them being by KO. I feel like he's got the better stand-up game, but I feel like Luis Gurrile is gonna be smart and utilize his grappling advantage. And I have Gurrile by sub here.
Oh, okay, okay, yeah. I think this could be a very interesting fight. If I remember correctly, I feel like Gurule's last fight against Coria was a good fight, but I don't know. That was like what 2 months ago or something. But yeah,
Yeah, I
I
think Korea had a really nice performance in, I think really got pieced up there.
yeah. Um, but I think I like Barez and his experience. He has like 24 fights, 17 wins, 7 losses. He is 37 years old, but I think
Yeah.
we've seen in the past that I mean the age doesn't it really hasn't mattered. I feel like we've seen a lot of these older guys getting the wins for sure. And I don't know. I think Barry's striking is gonna look. I think he'll have a very good performance on his feet, and I think I like Barry's by decision. I think it'll be unanimous. I don't know if he'll put Gurley out. But give me Barry's by a unanimous decision. Going in our next fight with Alice Ardelean and Polyana Viana. Polyana. Holy cow, I don't know how to say that name.
Pollyanna.
Polyana Viana.
Pollyanna.
Yeah. Vienna.
Yeah. Ardelean, she's on a 2-fight win streak. She was undefeated in 2025 after being 0-2 to start her career. 11-7, so not the greatest record, but 9 finishes, which is very impressive to see. She hasn't got one in the UFC. Polyana Viana is on a 3-fight losing streak right now. All of those fights are by finish. All those losses are by finish. She hasn't
Mhm.
looked great as of late. She's 4-7 in the UFC now, after being not which she's got she's got the 5-inch reach advantage on Ardelean, but like I said, she hasn't looked really great the last few fights, and, I think this is a great spot for Ardelean to get her first, UFC finish. I'm gonna go, Ardelean to get her the win by sub.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, like you said, Vienna not off to a great start, 3 straight losses, but Arlene has won the last 2 fights by decision, and I think this will be another decision win for her. I could see her getting a submission win here, um, but I'm not. I might change it. I might not. But give me Ardeline by decision here. In our next fight, we have Cody Brundage and Andre Petroski, middleweight bout. No, what are your thoughts here?
This is an interesting fight. I feel like both guys are, they're kinda similar to me. Brundage 11-9-1, 5-8-1 in the UFC. Uh, not on a bad losing skid, 3-fight losing streak, but 2 of those fights were split decision, and one of them being Dante Johnson, his last fight, who has been is undefeated so far, and that was a really close fight. It could have gone either way. I
Yeah.
honestly thought that Brundage could have won that one. Uh, Petrowski, he's on a him as well. He's on a 2-fight losing streak. His last fight got KO'd by Cam Rouston. Both these guys have been finished by Cam Rouston actually. But this is a really really close fight.
Hmm.
They have Petrowski as the favorite here. I feel like this fight is like really like razor close. I feel like it could go either way, but if they have Cody Brundage as the underdog here, give me Cody Brundage, and I'm gonna. I think he's got the stand up and the power to put Petroski away. So give me Brundage by KO.
Yeah, I'm actually with you on that. I actually have Brundage by KO. I think this could be another. I mean, I think this could be a solid fight. Um, and the one thing that stuck out the most, they both got knocked out by Cam Rouston, but I don't know if this is going to go to decision. I think somebody's going to get knocked out, possibly. But I do like Cody Brundage in this fight. I think he's gonna with this. He needs a good win here
He needs a
for
win.
the sake of his career. But I
Yeah,
I like Cody Brundage in this fight to get it done by KO. Going into our next fight, this name I'm gonna butcher. We got Ketlin Vieira and Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Oh, I think I did good.
that was good. That was perfect.
Yeah. No, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, we got a nice ranked matchup here at women's bantamweight.
Mhm.
Number 5, Caitlin Vieira. She's hasn't looked great her last few fights. She's 2-3. Uh, coming off a loss to Norma Dumont, which Norma had looked great until she took that loss to Jocelyn Edwards a few weeks ago. But I mean, they're really good losses actually. Norma Dumont, Kayla Harrison, which I'm pretty sure she took Kayla to a decision. Yeah, decision as well.
Yeah, unanimous,
Uh,
but decision.
uh, and Raquel Pennington, which she took to a split decision, and after that fight, Raquel Pennington actually got a title shot, which she ended up winning. Uh, she's 15-5 in her career, so she's a veteran. 9-5 in the UFC. Jacqueline Cavalcanti though she's the real deal. She's on an 8-fight winning streak. She's 10-1, 5-0 in the UFC. Her only loss is a split decision. And I'm super super high on Cavalcanti. I feel like she can definitely make some waves in the bantamweight division right now, and I think they're dying right now to get some challengers and contenders that at that weight class. I mean, Jocelyn Edwards a few weeks ago, she pretty much stamped herself. She's after that Kayla Harrison and Amanda Nunes fight goes down, she's definitely going to be in the title fight for
Mhm.
sure. But
Yeah.
Cavalcanti gets a big win here, gets herself in the top 5. She's gonna be right there for a title shot herself here in the near future. I have Cavalcanti by decision here. I think that Vieira's gonna give her a very tough fight, but I think she's able to get the job done. And watch out for Jacqueline Cavalcanti. She's gonna be a name to watch out. She's young. She's under 30 right now, and I think she has a good chance to make some waves at bantamweight.
Yes, dude. Cavalcanti is very good. She's a dog, 10-1, like you said. Vieira kind of like on an up down, a loss, a win, a loss, a win, then a loss. Um, but I don't know. I like the experience here. Um, and I think it's gonna go to decision too. But I like Ketlin Vieira in this fight. I mean Cavalcanti is definitely definitely gonna make her earn it though. It's gonna be
Yep.
a very tough fight for Vieira. But I think it'd be a very, 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 very good bounce back win after her last loss. But yeah, give me Vieira by
Yeah,
decision.
it's it,
I think
it,
it's
it
good.
it's definitely a huge step up for Cavalcanti, but I mean, yeah, this could be a close fight, but I don't know. I like the younger fighter, and I like the hot streak that Cavalcanti's riding.
Hmm. Our next fight, our boy Tommy Gantt, 11-0, fighting Artur Minev, 7-0. This could be an interesting fight. Noah, what are your thoughts
Yeah,
here?
yeah, like Mason said, our guy Tommy Gantt, NCAA All-American for NC State, coming off making his UFC debut after a silly gilly on DWCS last year. Uh, he's 11-0, 10 finishes on his resume, and he splits it up real nicely. 5 wins by sub, 5 wins by KO, versus a short notice UFC debut for Artur Minev. Tommy Gantt was supposed to be fighting Trey Ogden, and this guy also he gets finishes as well. He's got 6 finishes on his career, 4 being by KO. So I mean, both these guys have the ability to put the other one away,
Hmm.
but I'm super high on Tommy Gantt. I feel like that he can make some serious waves in the UFC. And I'm gonna say Tommy Gantt gets his job done by sub, and not just any sub, our favorite sub. Give me Tommy Gantt by Silly Gilly. He's got 3 on his career. He's gonna get his 4th this weekend. Let's go, Tommy.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Tommy, man. This is gonna be a very tough fight. Minev is a, I mean, dude, he gets it done by KO. Um, it'll be a tough one, but I'm with you, dude. I'm super high on Tommy Gant. That's our guy. Give me Tommy Gant by Silly Gilly. Give me Tommy Gant by Silly
Both of
Gilly.
us got that Silly Gilly by
Mm-hmm.
for Tommy.
Yeah,
And you're
yeah,
gonna shout us
yeah.
out afterwards, hopefully, right?
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Yeah, shout out to Tommy Gant. Best of luck to you. Yeah. But going on our next fight, we got Tuco Tokos. That's fun to say.
Yeah, don't
Versus
say that too
Ivan
fast.
versus Ivan Barez. Versus Ivan Erslan. No, what are your thoughts on this fight?
Tukos Tuckos. He's 1-3 in the UFC so far, but he got his first UFC win his last fight over Junior Tafa, and I mean we saw Tafa get a nice win at UFC Perth a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
Uh, Ivan Erslan 0-3 in the UFC. Tough losses. He's lost to Navajo Sterling, Jimmy Crute, Ian Kalatalaba.
Both of them have lost, right?
Uh, yeah, both of them lost, but now Navajo Sterling. Both guys have really have had tough pass in the UFC because Tukos his losses are to Jamie Yang, Sterling, and Omar Sy when he was undefeated. But Yeah, this is gonna be a fun one. Both guys, a lot of finishes on their record. Erslan has a 11 finishes out of his 14 fights, 10 of them being by KO. Tuco has 9 finishes in 11 fights, 6 of them being by KO. So both guys can get it done on their feet, but Erslan struggles on the ground, and Tuco's got not a bad submission game. I think Tuco gets the job done by sub. Erslan spend sub twice. So I'm gonna go Tuco Tacos by sub. I really like him as a dog this weekend.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think this could be a very good fight. Yeah, like we mentioned earlier, both these guys have lost to Navajo Sterling. Tuco Tokkos. I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna
And
get sick
tough.
of that. He his past two losses, I mean, not the worst, not the worst. But I think this could be a fight where it's not going to go to decision. But I also like Tuco Tokos in this fight. Give me Tokos by KO.
Okay. Both right in the tacos by finish game.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, spare me on this next one because it could be tough. It could be tough, and we're going to give it a go. We have our welterweight bout, first fight on the main card. We have Nikolai
Veretennikov.
Veretennikov,
Veretennikov.
Nikolai, Nikolai, versus Nikolai V versus uh Kalen Williams, Chaos Williams. No, what are your thoughts here?
Nikolai Nikolai 14-7. He is 2-3 in UFC, but his 2 wins are, I mean, they're not the greatest wins. Francisco Prado and, I mean, a very old Nico Price, which, I mean, it was a
That was bad.
very impressive win for Nikolai. He put him away standing up on his feet. But I really like Chaos Williams here. He's 15-5, 6-4 in the UFC. Some very tough losses though. Gabriel Bonfim,
Mm-hmm.
Andres
Yes.
Gustafsson, Randy Brown, and Michel Pereira. So like those are really, really good losses for the UFC. And I mean, he's on a 2-fight losing streak, so he needs to get a bounce back here. Nikolai's been KO'd twice now in the UFC. I'm gonna and Chaos has 7 KOs on his of his 15 wins. I'm gonna go Chaos by KO here. I feel like it's a really good play. So give me Chaos Williams to get the job done by KO.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Um, I originally had Chaos Williams by decision, but I think I am gonna switch my pick here, and I'm gonna go Nikolai Veretennikov by KO. Yeah,
Okay.
I mean he's a gladiator, and I feel like the Kazakhstan fighters have been pretty hot lately, fighting. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Veretennikov here, uh, by KO. This could be an interesting. I mean, this could be an interesting fight. It could go either way. But yeah.
That's an interesting pick.
Going into our next fight, we have a bantamweight bout: Timothy Cuamba versus Bernardo Sopaj. Noah.
Yeah, Timmy Cuamba, 10-3, 2-2 in the UFC so far. His losses aren't bad losses. They're not I mean, they're not great losses, but they're not bad. Lucas Almeida and Balachi Oki, uh, versus Bernardo Sopaj, who is coming off he's 1-1 in the UFC so far. He had a nice win over Ricky Tercios, who's a very tough puzzle to
Yes.
figure out. And that's a good win. And his only loss in the UFC is against Vinicius Oliveira, which that KO was insane. The flying knee that when he just hit him with was that was one of the nastiest KOs
That was
I've
disgusting.
seen. But uh, yeah, I think this is gonna be a very fun fight. Uh, I like Sopaj here,
Ooh.
but I think it's very close. I say Sopaj by decision, but both these guys have. I mean, don't be surprised if Sopaj gets a finish. He has 10 finishes out of his 12 wins, but I think Timmy Cuamba is good enough to make the fight go the distance.
Yeah, yeah. I also do have this fight going to decision. Both these guys coming off wins, and I mean, yeah, as we probably all know, Sopaj got obliterated by Vinicius Oliveira's knee. And that was rough. That was a bad, yeah. But Cuamba, I mean, 2-2. He lost his first two UFC fights, and then he came back and won two more. I mean, I don't know if Cuamba's gonna get. I don't know if Cuamba's gonna get knocked out. Um, but I think this could be a very interesting fight. Um, give me Mr. Timmy Kamba by Cuamba, Kamba, whatever. Give me Timmy Cuamba by decision.
Okay.
Our
Yeah,
next
it
fight,
could go either way. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Our next fight, we have a catch weight bout. Modestas Bukauskas versus Christian Edwards. Noah, what are your thoughts here?
yeah, I was excited to see Bukauskas versus Rodolfo Bellato. That was gonna be a I felt like that was gonna be a
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
fun fight for this card. Uh, but Edwards gets the short notice call to make his UFC debut. 8-4. I mean, 6 finishes, 4 of them being by KO. Not I don't know too much on him. But Modestas Bukauskas, I mean, he was on a 4-fight winning streak, which got snapped at UFC 324 by Nikita
Mm-hmm.
Krylov, where he got put out right at the buzzer with like 2 seconds left in the third round. Uh, I mean, it was kind of a back and forth fight. I thought it was a lot closer, than it was being there in the arena, but I guess Krylov was gonna probably get the decision either way. But I think this is a big bounce back stop for Modestas. I mean, taking on a guy on short notice, he should easily get the job done here. Uh, there'd be some questions if he wasn't able to get this win. But give me Modestas to get the job done by KO. He's got 14 finishes on his career and 11 of them being KO. So give me him by KO. And I think he gets it done early too, like round 1.
Oh wow. Yeah. Obviously you and I both saw that fight at 324 right at the buzzer. Um yeah, Edwards just getting put on. I don't know. I think I I might be going off a limb here, but I I like the young gun here. Um I think Edwards is gonna get a win here. I think Bukauskas, whatever. I don't know. I just I have a weird feeling that Edwards is gonna get a win on his UFC debut. Um, and it's gonna be it might be like a round two KO. Um, yeah,
That's a
give me
bold
Edwards
take.
here.
That's a really bold take.
Yeah, give
I
me
mean,
Edwards here by
Bukauskas
KO.
was like literally was on the verge of being in the rankings and taking a guy on UFC debut. That's a real bold take there, Mace.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta have at least one bold take, every few weeks. But going in our next fight, this one could be. I mean, both these guys are got
I'm
one more
excited
on
for
the
this one.
record. Could be very interesting, but we got a bantamweight bout Malcolm Wellmaker and Juan Diaz. Wellmaker 10-1, Juan Diaz 15-1 and 1. Noah, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, this fight is this one in the main event probably probably your fights of the night. Uh, Malcolm Wallacre 10-1, like Mason said, 2-1 in the UFC, coming off his first loss to Ethan Ewing, who is man, I mean, he proved everyone wrong. He was a huge underdog against Wellmaker at UFC
Mhm.
322, but he has looked like a world beater. He's coming off that Ewing has that Ewing loss does not look bad for a Wellmaker for me at all. Uh, I mean, he's getting a ranked matchup. I mean, if Wellmaker would have won that fight over Ewing, he was right there on the verge of getting his first ranked matchup too. Uh, 8 finishes in his career, 6 of them being by the KO. And he's got one of the prettiest right hooks that you will ever
Yes.
see.
Three
Uh,
straight wins by right hook.
it is
Round one.
it's very nasty. Very, very nasty. Juan Diaz making his UFC debut. He's on an 8-fight winning streak right now. Had a crazy spinning elbow KO on DWCS last year. Uh, he also has KO power. Uh, this is a this is a fun fight, but there's no way that I can go against my boy. I got Wellmaker. I think he gets it done by KO. It's gonna be the right hook, per usual. Give me Malcolm Wellmaker to get the job done by KO. It's hunting season, baby.
Yeah. Um, I mean, Wellmaker is a beast. Diaz is a beast. Um, yeah, this could be a very interesting fight. Um, and I really like Wellmaker in this fight. I mean, he's got the power. He's got the power, you know. I've got the power, but Wellmaker has the power. Um, Originally I had my pick for Wellmaker by sub, which kind of interesting, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I
He
mean,
does have 2 subs on his record.
yeah, yeah, and the more I think about it, the more this fight is on the feet, I think Wellmaker is gonna get it done by KO.
Right hook.
Give me
Right hook.
yeah, yeah. Give me Wellmaker by KO. I'll give it a round 2 KO.
I do have a little note here. Juan Diaz, like you said, he only has 1 loss on his career. That person that he had lost to will be on Tough this year,
Okay.
this season. Rodrigo Vera.
Rodrigo Vera. All right. Yeah. After that fight, should that one should be very I think that one's gonna be a banger. Our co-main event of the evening. Featherweight bout. Choi Ho versus Daniel Santos. No, what are your thoughts here?
It's Duho Choi. Uh, versus this could be another fun one. Daniel Santos, he's on a 4-fight winning streak after taking a loss in his UFC debut. He's 13-2. Uh, he got his first finish. Uh, he got his first UFC finish in his last fight. Got it done by KO. He's got 6 KOs now on his 13 wins, versus Duho Choi, who is a UFC vet. I mean, he got his he kind of got his prime taken away from him. He had to serve in the South Korean army from 2019 to 2023. Uh, but ever since coming back from his time in the army, he's undefeated. He's 2-0-1 with 2 KOs. In college, dude, my one of my roommates absolutely loved Do Ho Choi for some odd reason. I mean, he had that absolute war with Cub Swanson, I believe it was, that is now in the UFC Hall of Fame. Uh I'm high on Duo Choi. I think he gets the job done. Give me Duo Choi by KO.
All right. Yeah. I think this could be another good fight. I actually did not know that Choi was in the I did not know that Choi was in the military. Um, but I mean,
Yeah,
2-1,
he
2
kind of
1
got
since.
got
Go ahead. Go ahead.
he kind of got his prime taken away from him. He had to do 4 years in the army.
Yeah, but I'm with you. I actually I have Duho Choi by KO as well. Um, so yeah, I think this could be another great fight. I think these last three fights are all very good. Could be very interesting. But yeah, I like Duho Choi in the main event, and yeah, thank you for your service.
And to finish the night off,
The main event of the evening, we have Arnold Allen and Melky Costa. Um, I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. Noah, I mean, take it away, dude.
yeah, number 7, Arnold Allen. He's coming in here after taking a very close loss to Gene
Mhm.
Silva at UFC 324. It was a very entertaining fight. Got emoted on in there, got surfboarded. But man, this guy has he's showed his worth in the UFC. He's number 7 for a reason. His only losses being to Max Holloway, Mavzar Ivalov, and Gene Silva, and that Mavzar fight too. That was a close one as well. Uh, Taking on Melky Costa, who man, he is on a tear. 6 fight winning streak, 2 fight finish streak, and those finishes were things of beauty. Uh, KO'd Dan Ige, who
Yeah,
is very reliable, never been put away until Melky Costa got the job done at the end of
that
round
was a
1 there.
crazy,
Uh,
crazy knockout. Like, I still think about it to this day. That was insane.
both these guys are man, this is gonna be fun. They both hit really hard. With that being said, Melky Costa's chin is a little it's a little chinny. He's a little chinny, and this is I feel like this is a way big step up in competition for him. If he does get the win, he will be getting a huge title implication fight. But I think that the train stops on the tracks this weekend, and it comes to a complete halt because Arnold Allen gets the job done by KO. Give me Arnold Allen by KO.
Yeah, I I think Arnold Allen is such an amazing fighter. He seems like a really cool dude too. He
Yeah,
was really cool
awesome
in the
guy.
press conference at 324. I got to see that live. And I mean, Melky Costa is on fire. Um, yeah, ever since that loss to Steve Garcia, he's just been hot. That last fight uh against Dan Ige, no 50K, no 50K for Ige, no 100K for Ige. That got him the performance of the night too. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, did
Arnold Allen is. I mean, they call him Almighty for a reason, and I
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be. I think it. I don't know. You kind of changed my mind a little bit, but I think this fight is gonna go to decision, and I think Arnold Allen is gonna masterclass over Melky Costa. I think we're gonna see the Arnold Allen that we've seen before with
Yes.
his wins, and yeah, give me Arnold Allen by decision, but don't be surprised if he gets it done by KO. But don't be surprised if
I
Milky
mean, I
Costa
wouldn't be
KOs or subs
gets it
Arnold
done
Allen.
by
Like,
KO. Yeah, I would not be surprised if Melky Costa gets it done by KO. He's on a complete tear, but I just think this is just a big step up in competition, and I think Arnold Allen's just going to show he's on the next level at featherweight.
Yeah, I'm happy no matter what the the result is. I
What the? Yeah,
really like
I agree.
I really like both of these guys.
I like both
I think
guys.
they're great fighters, and this is a huge fight. I mean, it's more of a huge fight for Milky, of course, but I mean,
Yeah.
he's hot, and Arnold Allen needs to give Costa
Mhm.
his respect.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's gonna. No, it's not because we got to go over our golden gooses. Noah, I'll let you take it away.
I will. All right. I uh, I had two. I uh, I decided to come down to one. I feel like it's a sign. Like I said, my roommate in college was a huge Duho Choi fan. He's been hot since he's finished his service time. I'm gonna ride the Duho Choi chain. Give me Duho Choi to be my golden goose this weekend.
Okay, you're riding the Duho Choi train. Man, I'm a riot. Anyways,
You're
I
you're hilarious.
I am switching my golden goose pick. I think you might know where I'm going here. Um, I I'm very excited for this man's fight, and I think it's going to be a good fight. My golden goose is going to be Nikolai the Gladiator Veretennikov. I I am
Wow.
I I'm very excited for his fight. I mean it's pretty near. I mean it's close on the odds, but yeah, give me the Gladiator. I think he's gonna knock out Chaos Williams, and he's gonna cause chaos to chaos.
That's a bold take. I feel like Chaos is gonna get the job done, but you are very bold. You are very bold, my
I'm
friend.
bold. I'm bold.
Uh, uh, Connor unfortunately isn't here with us, but he did tell me who his golden goose pick was gonna be, and he said to me these exact words: "If Melky Costa can finish Dan Ige, then Melky Costa can finish Arnold Allen," and he's going with Melky Costa this weekend as his golden goose.
Good pick. Good pick for Connor. I think he's very right. I think that's a perfect statement to say too. Like that's a perfect statement.
Yeah,
Dan Ige was a vet, never got knocked out, but Costa hit that crazy kick right in the button right there. So
right on his.
yeah. Um, but yeah, those are our golden goose picks. Those are our picks for fight night, Costa versus Allen. I mean, there are some very interesting fights in here. I'm very excited for this card. But I think it's gonna do it for this
Yeah,
episode of the Stilly
that's
Gilly Goose MMA show. Um, but yeah, we'll be back for the recap
the
of
recap.
UFC Fight Night.
Both cards
Yeah,
and the
both
MVP.
cards. Yeah, I mean, yeah, MVP, hooray! All right, guys, peace out.